So well over a week of travelling through the outback. We're still in the middle of nowhere. I think the black stump's over there. We just went past it. New South Wales, we're going to head towards the Queensland border at some point today. And into outback Queensland, where it's full isolation. The New South Wales border was pretty, in fact, it looked just like this. There's a bit of a sign and nobody. So a real crackdown. The flies are insane out here, but you know, at least we've got space and breathing room. The only thing on the road these days is these things. They seem to be transporting still, keep the country running. Other than that, we're looking forward to getting home. It's going to be nice to get home, have a bit of space, get away from the flies. As we left WA, Google Maps showed us that this particular part of the highway is completely flooded and inaccessible. And here's the result. Quite a few days later.
We're going to take this slow. Seriously well-fed goats around at the minute. I think they must be very happy.
So the real outback, Berkshire. Everything else has been fake, according to Burke, but this is the real outback. And Burke being one of the travellers, one of the adventurers, one of the explorers that discovered this part of the world from a Western point of view. And you know it's authentic because it's got actual real bullet holes in it. These are bullet holes where some locals decided to shoot the sign because there's not much to do out here. And that's real.
There's flies on you. Just a few. Oh my God, look at them. The real outback.
If only if I was a frog.
Hello. We're here and there's a billion flies. And we found this ginormous puddle, and there are some water insects living in here, and we found a frog.
So, good thing we took this tire off, because though it's going to screw in here, we pulled over, and the valve's blown. We're in the middle of nowhere with no spare. Oh well.
So because of the lack of stop in New South Wales, I suppose we were wondering if there was even going to be a border stop right out here in the outback into Queensland. But as we got closer, we saw that there actually was going to be a stop. So fingers crossed.
And I've been looking at the stars for a long, long time. I've been putting out fires all my life.
Pulling into the Queensland border, I really have no idea what Jacob did to this policeman to make him take off quite at this speed, but it's pretty funny. He's not that scary.
Do it yourself. Yep.
Look, so they have asked a fair amount of questions just to check, you know, what we're doing and why we're here. Just verifying stuff with Jacob, and yeah, we'll see what they say. They said we're not, we don't have to self-isolate. We're not required to self-isolate with the answers that we've given them at the minute. We'll see the border. It's just really interesting that at this border, Queensland border, and at the South Australian border, the police just stood really close to the window asking their questions. There was definitely no 1.5 metre separation or social distancing, and they're speaking to every single person that goes through the border, which just all seems a bit bizarre to me, considering they're the ones supposed to be keeping everyone safe. If the government's serious about having everyone stay in their houses, it just seems like a weird practice. We're free to go. And that's a welcome sign. I tell you, that is a welcome sign. We're in Queensland! Woohoo! I'm pretty excited about that. Really didn't know if we'd get here, if we'd be stopped on the way, but we got through the last border, and all they asked us to do, they didn't ask us to do anything. They said we don't even have to self-quarantine. There you go. Got eyes, eh? And woohoo! He who hesitates is lost, I tell you. If we'd have not gone when everyone said don't go, we'd have not been here now. So
Just came in through the Queensland border. There's 2 officers there, or they actually look like cockies or farmers, as they call them, and in police uniforms on, and police jackets, and they had a rule book and a few other things. Want to know where we've been, stuff like that. Something interesting they said is that he's not going to give us a form that says we must self-isolate, because basically he believes we will self-isolate anyway when we get home, because that's the social courtesy that of course will afford our community. But he believes that we'll do that, so he's not going to give us a direct instruction to do so, which I think is cool. Yeah, all good. Welcome to Queensland. You.
we have the moon on one side rising. It's about 3/4 full, and we've got the sun setting on the other side, and it is beautiful.
The spark in my bonfire heart.
So the compression brake on the trailer broke. When this breaks, this slides back and pushes this lever. This lever pushes at the bottom, pushes it forwards, and puts the brakes on. But the bottom of it broke, so I have to modify it, see if I can fix it here in the outback on the side of the road, so Sophie's got brakes.
Oh, that would be nice. Thank you for that. Really, and we made it to Queensland. Woo!
Where are you guys?
We're in Queensland! And as Jacob fixed the brakes by the last of the light, and Tia let off some steam after being cooped up all day.
This way.
We were all pretty happy that we'd crossed the last of our borders, and we were definitely now on our way home.
Lead to nights like this, lead to love like ours. You like the spark in my bonfire heart. People like us, we don't need that much, just someone that starts the spark in our